Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. A source tells Closer that a Meghan Markle memoir is still on the table. According to the source, the talk among their friends is that it's time to take the gloves off and do away with the diplomacy. There's so much demand for Meghan to speak out, whether that's in the form of another sit-down interview or even her own memoir. She has the potential to make an absolute fortune and clear up a lot of questions. They're now being forced to figure out a strategy to fight back. And one option on the table is to go all out with a big tell-all from Meghan, where she completely lays out her side of the story. It's not just about pride or hurt feelings. There are very ugly repercussions for them when this constant narrative that their family outcasts keep getting fed. It impacts their brand as well as their morale, and it had the potential to put them more at risk. The source correctly points out, another tell-all would cause so much trouble, this feud would go nuclear. The nuclear war could begin if Harry and Meghan are stripped of their titles. An insider suggests to The Express that could be a topic this week at the Royal Summit. The source said, the royal family are meeting at Balmoral to discuss a number of different things, but one of them will be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. What people don't realise is that Balmoral gathering isn't just a summer holiday. The family also participates in pre-arranged meetings where they discuss the family's current position and how they can best prepare for the future. Lastly was very much about honouring the Queen, as it was the King's first time hosting the gathering since her death. But this will be about how the family can best move forward without the Sussexes. Some interesting insight on Harry, who we've always heard to be more or less how you imagine. Tom Quinn tells The Mirror, one former employee told me the problem is that Meghan and Harry always assume that it is as easy to do something as it is to tell someone to do it. The couple hate being told something. It's just not possible. Harry always appears to be extremely easygoing, but he has become less so over the years as the pressure of legal disputes, the split with his family, and the problem of not having much to do have all added to the pressure on him. The real issue is that Chief of Staff Kettler's departure reminds everyone that working for Meghan and Harry is a seemingly impossible task. They are just too demanding and always expect too much. Royal commentator Jenny Bond didn't like Lady Colin Campbell's fundraiser for Thomas Markle. Bond told OK Magazine, I think it's rather a ridiculous idea to set up a fund for Thomas Markle. I'm sorry that his daughter doesn't want him in her life, and I think it's quite cruel of Meghan. However, he has another daughter and a son who surely can perfectly well look after their father. There are an awful lot of people in this world who need money far more than Mr. Markle, so I think it's really a mischief-making exercise to make Meghan look bad. Meghan seems to have completely severed ties with her American family, except for her mother and perhaps a cousin. It's incredibly sad for Thomas not to know his son-in-law or his grandchildren. Royal commentator Tom Quinn commented on Josh Kettler's departure from Harry's staff. Quinn told The Mirror, as we had just mentioned earlier, in the years since Meghan and Harry married in 2018, they are estimated to have lost a staggering amount of key members of staff. One former employee told me the problem is that Meghan and Harry always assume that it is easy to do something as it is to tell someone to do it. The couple hates being told something is just not possible. Kettler had been seen as having the golden touch. Harry believed his new chief of staff could reverse his declining popularity in the States and transform him into an internationally important figure. Anything less than that would not be acceptable. What makes Kettler's departure really embarrassing for the couple is that the word is beginning to get around, and one or two people have been approached by them have turned down the chance to work for them. The real issue is that Kettler's departure reminds everyone that working for Meghan and Harry is a seemingly impossible task. They are just too demanding, always expect too much, which is why Meghan has failed to appoint a chief executive for her internet cookery and lifestyle brand. More Palace Intrigue in just a moment. Prime Video has released the first look images of Michael Sheen as the Duke of York in its upcoming drama, A Very Royal Scandal. The 3-episode series, premiering on September 19th, dramatises the infamous 2019 Newsnight interview between Prince Andrew and journalist Emily Maitlis, where Andrew addressed his controversial friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Sheen, known for his roles in Good Omens and The Queen, steps into the role of Prince Andrew, while Luther star Ruth Wilson portrays Emily Maitlis. The series focuses on the events leading up to the interview itself, and the aftermath that significantly impacted both Andrew and Maitlis's lives. In the released images, Wilson captures Maitlis's distinctive look, complete with her signature blonde bob, as she sits across from Sheen during the tense Buckingham Palace interview. Another still shows Sheen embodying the Duke of York, delivering a speech highlighting his remarkable ability to portray real-life figures. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com, and send us a voicemail if you'd like, with comments, suggestions, or anything about the show, and we'll play them here. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice. Remember, we have merch and subscriptions available. That's all in the show notes. I'm Mike Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.